Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. See, I told you so. Notre Dame is going to find their way into the college football playoffs. Down goes Alabama, down goes Tennessee, down goes Michigan, down goes Missouri. Now, USC did lose, which I would usually be really happy about. However, when Notre Dame plays them, you definitely want to have USC with the best record possible. Green Bay Packers, they took care of business. So the students were pretty excited this morning to have a Victory Monday. They get a little bit of free time in the morning anytime the Packers and Notre Dame win. And it was a bye, of course, for Notre Dame, so they still got the free time. Now, last week, someone said, well, the Bears won and Notre Dame won. I'm like, that's not the deal. The Bears winning doesn't really do anything for me at all. But the thing it does do is it gets these kids rooting for Notre Dame and the Packers, even if them or their parents are not fans. All right, class is in session. Today is Monday, October 7th, and it is lesson 38. Last year went out the Big Z, Carlos Zambrano. What a hothead, but I did love Carlos. Today it goes to, now the Packers have had an outstanding run of quarterbacks, but who would you say would be the greatest quarterback for America's team in Titletown, USA? Maybe saying Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, maybe Jordan Love, but we're going to Arnie Herber. That's right. He was the 1933 NFL MVP. He played 10 years with the Green Bay Packers. During that time, they won 4 NFL championships. That right. We count all the championships the Packers won, not just in the Super Bowl era. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1966, and he was one of the first ones to kind of perfect the forward pass, and which a lot of you enjoyed during the modern football game today. Now, a little bit of sad news. In 1984, the Padres beat the Cubs 3-2 to advance to the World Series. And my dad, being a Chicago police officer, he was at Wrigley Field for all 5 of those games or dates, whatever you want to say. He was working at Wrigley Field when the Cubs won the first 2 here in Chicago. He was like, it was just fun. It was a great time. And then he was stationed to be, they had a bunch of extra cops come in. He was stationed to be at Wrigley Field for games 3, 4, and 5, even though they were in San Diego. And it was their job to protect Wrigley Field. You know, they were like, when the Cubs clinch, I mean, people are going to try to climb into the stadium and just party and have a good old time. And my dad said it was the most disappointing times of his life ever. The Cubs, they lost all 3 in San Diego. San Diego went on to, go on to the World Series. But some good news. In 1976, Charles Woodson was born. And yes, he did go to the University of Michigan, not my favorite, but he was an outstanding Green Bay Packer. What a leader. I mean, it was so fun to watch Charles Woodson, watch him lead. I was so disappointed when he got injured in the Super Bowl, but he was right there cheering on his teammates. I think he broke his collarbone, and at one point he tried to raise his hand to cheer and just kind of grimaced in pain. So he'll always be a Green Bay Packer. I forgot to do the lesson plan. So today we're going to open up, well, I actually opened it up on Friday, some of the new Bowman Chrome, but let's see, what was Bowman like back in the day? We got some 1989 Bowman. There's gum in here as well. Hockey is getting back on the ice in Chicago. I think it's in playing the Salties. I think we're on the road, but we are going to go Bedard hunting. Now, if I got one of these Upper Deck Jumbo packs from 1992 to 1993. So we're going to get into these a little bit. Wednesday, some Topps Composite and some more 1989 football right there. A Topps Composite hanger box. Thursday, Fantasy Rip League. My team looked good this week. So hopefully we're going to get ourselves into the playoffs. And then Friday, we'll go downtown hunting. So because it was pre-recorded, I'm going to open it up here. Let's see if we can get the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. And there's the gum right there. Mookie Wilson. Nice little gum stain there. All right. Oh, Ty Griffin, he was supposed to be the Cub of all Cubs. Is that Jamie Quirk. A little sticking a little bit. I used to love these old school bullpen jackets, started or whatever they were. Kind of like he's in a polka band there or something. Got a Mike Schmidt, nice card there. A little bit of water damage or something on that card right there, so that's too bad. Probably shouldn't eat the gum, there's water damage. Got a Duke Snider. Come on. Old Duke stuck to someone here. Jeff Robinson. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz. Ruben Sierra. Chris James. Benito Santiago. I saw Barry walking on, I think it was Saturday night. Riggins and I were out for a long walk, and I kind of thought he was going to pull a Benito Santiago card in his back. He did not. And a Dan Pasqua. Let's see what we get in this Bowman. All right, so we are here with a mega box of Chrome. It is actually October 3rd, one day after release day. But hey, Topps actually got this to me yesterday, so I do give them props. It was pre-ordered. I think, anything pre-ordered should be here like guaranteed maybe on release day. I know, with weather stuff going on, that may not always be a possibility, but I've had times where I've pre-ordered and it's like 2 or 3 days after the release date. So, I'm going to open in advance here. We got things planned in the classroom for this week. Got our Fantasy Rip League video that'll be going on a little bit later today. We got Downtown Hunting tomorrow, so we'll fit this one in next week. So this box was like bulging at the sides, and I guess maybe it was just this thing here. I don't know, but it was bulging. All right, so we got our packs. Just that fire being ready to be released out. I did see Brad over at Doogie's Dugout. He opened up one of these, and I thought he had some fire, so it kind of makes me feel good. He had 3 boxes. He got 3 hits. 2 of them were in 1 box. So we've got our 4 cold packs. We got our 2 Chrome Mega Box packs. Try to get that. There we go. It's a little bit better there, I guess. And it's a 200 card set. You got your rookies and your vets for 100 of them, and then 100 prospect. All right, amateur hour as always, folks. My camera stand was kind of turned around, so I couldn't toggle it down. Alexander Canario, again, a Cub. He was called up a couple times, did okay, got injured, sent back down, never really played much. Jordan Lawler. And Rafael Devers, shout out to Cards by Mark. I think Cards by Mark came in 2nd place in our home run challenge contest, so good for him. And, honestly, I feel like Mark was just kind of like, out there on vacation. He kind of dig his hands in his sofa, see what card he came up with, and just pick a day. So for doing that, he did phenomenal. Nolan Arenado, Jackson Holiday on the rookie card right there. Garrett Cole. So it's always good to get these rookies in the Chrome. The main attraction is the Mojo packs that we'll get to last, of course. There we go, Pete Crow Armstrong in. What do we got there? One of my favorite Cubs. Just so much fun to watch. And we got him in the Javier Baez. I got to whisper, I got them in the Javier Baez trade. I know John MP, he's still a little bit mad about that one, but it is so much fun to watch him play. He can track it down in the outfield. A couple errors this year, but man, can he run the bases. And he batted kind of 8th and 9th for the majority of the year, which I get. But he is the leadoff man of the future for the Chicago Cubs. Jose Altuve, Emmett Sheehan, Austin Wells, nice rookie right there, and Jackson Murrow, another nice rookie right over there. So getting the good rookies in the Chrome. And I mean, I'm a homer, so a lot of times, our Cubbies, those are the only ones that go up on the stand. Carlos Correa. Reyes, another Yordy. Are these the exact same Yordan Alvarez cards? Another Alexander Canario, another Adley Rutschman. Man, nice job there. Yeah, we got Yordan, same exact card. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Should I be surprised? No. All right. Mason Wynn, Josh Young, Paul Skeens. All right, it's a nice card to get. Rookie, probably going to be the Rookie of the Year for the National League. Sal Frelick. So maybe I'll get a Shota in one of these Bowman Chrome packs here. I would have loved to see Shota be the MVP, but I mean, it's hard to complain about what Paul Skeens did. Jackson Merrill, they were outstanding. Oakland A's. Man, I'm sorry about all these Astros here. Ricardo. In Kansas City, Detroit, moving on to the playoffs. I mean, the White Sox maybe had all those losses because they were in the best division in baseball. I don't know. Caleb Durbin. There you go, Jason Dominguez, my first Bowman. These are pretty sharp cards. Doogie's dugout, he pulled a monster. He had the Pete Crow Armstrong one. So we got one more chance here. I'm hoping to see a little bit of color pop up in this next pack here. Hoping to see a little bit of color. Anything color-wise? Nope. Guerrero. Perdomo. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got an autograph. All right, Sebastian Walcott. All right, very nice. Very nice. So 3 good nerds. He was in the home run contest as well. You know, poor Justin just, every week he had to do all the stats and everything and then pick his own cards. So that last place finish, I mean, I'm not going to say it's expected, but when you're doing all the heavy lifting of the project and the work, then, stuff like that happens. So kind of going along with Brad, what he had for his average of 1 hit per box, 1 autograph or a numbered card. We did get an auto right there. Royce Lewis to end it. Class is dismissed. Zach told me eating the gum would help me grow a really sweet beard for winter. Class is dismissed.